Hi, I'm Audrey.
And I'm Lily.
And today we are going to be making our edible flower spring rolls.
These are super fun to make, they look beautiful, and they're perfect for summer.
Plus, you get to experiment with all of the beautiful edible flowers that exist out there.
So let's get started. The flowers you can use for this recipe are lemon verbena, roses, pineapple mint, fennel frond, begonia, chive blossom, cilantro flowers, borage, strawberry blossoms, bachelor buttons, arugula blossoms, and nasturtium.
We recommend you also do your own research to find out even more about edible flowers. There are hundreds of varieties out there, and they all have a different, unique flavor. To start making our spring rolls, we are going to need to prepare all of our vegetables. The first thing that we're going to do is to take a peeled carrot, and Lily and I love to use our favorite tool in the kitchen, which is our julienne peeler. This is great because it creates perfect uniform strings of any sort of vegetable that you're doing, but it's definitely not required to complete this recipe. Next, we are going to be using the same tool on our cucumber. I love cucumber in this recipe because it just tastes so fresh and it's just like summer. And then some bell pepper for a little bit of color.
Slice your avocado vertically and then remove the pit. After that, you want to thinly slice it and make sure that you don't pierce the skin. Finally, take a spoon and spoon it out into a bowl.
For this recipe, we chose to use 3 different herbs: basil, cilantro, and mint. All of these just work so well together and they taste so fresh. We like to keep them whole usually when we're making spring rolls because if you do cut them, they tend to turn brown before you're able to finish making them or eat them. And this recipe focuses on freshness. So when you make yours, we recommend you keep the leaves whole. We have all of our ingredients prepared, so now we are going to be actually wrapping up our spring rolls.
So we're going to be using these rice papers, and you want to put them in the water for about 20 to 30 seconds or until the pattern sort of melts away.
And you just need to be really careful with these because if you leave them in the water too long, they get soggy and they'll tear when you try and roll up your spring roll. Our first wrapper is finished, so I think for my edible flowers, my personal favorites are the rose and the nasturtium, so I think those are going to be a good choice.
Yeah, that is a good choice.
Just remember, whenever you're picking edible flowers and using them,
you want to use flowers that have no pesticides because it's really bad to eat that stuff, obviously, and you just want to make sure they're fresh. Make sure maybe don't buy roses from the store unless they're specifically made to be edible because usually they use a lot of pesticides.
And so those look great. I think I'm just going to do a couple petals of nasturtium because that's another one of my favorites. It just has this really nice spicy flavor and I love the color.
Audrey just put the second rice paper into the water and we're just going to, like we said, put that in for 20 to 30 seconds.
I can't wait to see how the petals look on the outside. It's just so gorgeous. It's why I love this recipe so much. That looks wonderful.
Oh, that's gonna be perfect.
So I think I love cucumber, so I'm gonna put a lot of that in there. And the way that we roll these up, we don't like to fold in the edges because first of all, it's really difficult, and second of all, it's great to be able to see some of the delicious vegetables poking out. Just some green onion and some of our yellow bell pepper
and some carrot.
And this just has so much gorgeous color.
Now I'm going to add a couple pieces of avocado.
Finally, we are just going to be putting in our herbs. We just have mint, basil, and cilantro like we talked about before. I'm gonna put lots of mint in there because personally it's my favorite. And then to roll it, you just want to sort of tuck it in, and it should be quite tight to make sure that everything stays together and you don't want your spring roll to be too loose.
Our spring roll is wrapped up, so we're just going to cut it diagonally. Like that.
It looks so gorgeous inside. I love how you can just see also the herbs and all of the multicolored vegetables.
Finally, it's the moment of truth. We actually get to taste these.
Looking at these here right now really takes me back to elementary school when we would make these the night before and take them in our lunch, and that was just the highlight of my day, getting to eat one of these delicious fresh spring rolls.
All right, so can we please try them? I'm just so excited.
Yeah, of course. All of the veggies are so good together, and I love just the hint of the bachelor button, which is the flour that I got in my spring roll.
I know, yeah.
Just the extra hint of flavor really takes these from normal spring rolls into something amazing.
And they're beautiful too, especially on the inside, just all that color.
Thank you so much for watching.
We hope you enjoyed the video, and if you would like links to our social media, to buy our cookbook, or the ingredients to this recipe, the links are in the description.
If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to see more of our content. Bye!